The age-old question. This is probably the single biggest question that I get from small business owners, and that is some variation on what the heck should I be doing on Facebook? Should I be on Facebook? And I'm always amazed at the number of small business owners that simply just do stuff. It's not part of a marketing plan. And I understand why. There's so much. We talk about this all the time. There's so much out there. There's so much confusion. You don't even know what you don't know. There's some paralysis by analysis, just trying to figure all this stuff out. But in thinking about whether you should be on Facebook or not, the core thing to consider is, well, why do you want to be on Facebook? What are you hoping to accomplish, right? It's only common sense. The short answer, though, just a spoiler alert, I would say that there really is no reason for most businesses to avoid Facebook. Most businesses should be on Facebook. But when we talk about the why, I think a lot of people expect Facebook to be this magical way that they're going to get new customers. And I think, the dirty little secret of Facebook marketing for small business owners is that it doesn't really do that all that well, So if we think about, sort of the three things, the three marketing goals: get new customers, keep existing ones, and increase sales, it's like, forget new customers, And maybe we'll talk about why in just a second. But for keeping existing customers, it can be incredibly valuable. And, think about how you use Facebook and how you interact with businesses on Facebook as we're discussing this, okay? Increasing revenue from existing customers, either increasing revenue from existing customers or increasing revenue per sale or profit per sale, all of those things. Facebook can be an excellent way to do that as well. But the number one thing that people think Facebook is going to be great for, getting new customers, probably just not so much. Okay, so let's talk about, maybe we can back into why. Here's when I talk to small business owners, and I try and explain what I think Facebook should be about for them. I point them to something that was going on way before Facebook, 20, 30 years ago. Okay, believe it or not, or at least before the internet. Refrigerator magnets, right? Remember these? Those of us of a certain age would remember these. Why did businesses use refrigerator magnets? Well, they gave them to you so that a lot of them were calendars, so that you would put them up on your refrigerator, and every day you would be on their mind, right? And when they needed your products or services, well, heck, they just saw you that morning when they got the milk or the orange juice or whatever out of the refrigerator, right? So it's kind of logical that, they would use you, right? So, and maybe there was a coupon attached to it or a coupon code or something like that to try and generate business. And so that is how businesses used refrigerator magnets. And I'll tell you, Facebook is essentially exactly the same thing. Now think about it for a minute. Are refrigerator magnets a great way to get new customers? Not really, because people aren't going to share their refrigerator magnets. Now, and probably you already had to have them as a customer in order to contact them and send them your refrigerator magnet. And chances are you could do sort of a cold mailing, right? You could do a mass mailing to a geographic area with your refrigerator magnets. But if those people aren't already customers of yours, they're not likely necessarily to use your refrigerator magnet, right? And you can really think about Facebook in exactly the same way, okay? So it's not so great for getting new customers, but it's great for keeping on the mind of your customers so that when they need your products or services, they think of you. And it's great for generating more revenue per customer or more profit per sale by the use of promotions and coupons and things like that. So let's talk about how you do this, okay, and how and hopefully bring this analogy sort of full circle. Obviously, you need to create your Facebook page. That's easy. You need some way and an ongoing way to get your customers and potential customers as well. We're not giving up on getting new customers, but get your customers and potential customers to follow you and, or really mean like your page, okay? Then what happens is you update your page regularly, okay, so that you can stay in front of your customers. So you constantly are not constantly, maybe a couple times a week, you add some interesting content to your Facebook page. What does that do? Well, that triggers an update in the people that like you and that are following you in their newsfeed, and that triggers a refrigerator magnet moment, right? They're going in there to see the pictures of their friends or kids or whatever. And up pops something from your company, and it's a refrigerator magnet moment, so you're staying in the forefront of their mind. So you update your page regularly to have those moments, and you can use the Facebook audience strategically for promotion. So let's say that it's a rainy night. You have a restaurant, and you know that traffic goes down on a rainy night. Well, post something on your Facebook page that says, hey, rainy day special. Come in before 6:30, get half off an appetizer. That will generate more revenue from existing customers, more profit per sale, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that in general is the whole Facebook refrigerator magnet strategy. Okay, just in a little more detail, building your audience. You should constantly remind people about your Facebook page. And again, if you think about companies that you do business with, you see this all the time. It's on their menus, it's on their website, it's on their emails, it's maybe on their texts, it's in-house creatives. Maybe there are posters and things inside, maybe right at the cash register. Obviously, all this depends upon the type of business that you're running. But you essentially put your follow us on Facebook message with your Facebook address everywhere you possibly can, okay, so that people can find you and can follow you and like you, and so that you're constantly building up your Facebook audience so that you can be a better refrigerator magnet. The more audience you have, the more people that like your page, that means the more people are putting your refrigerator magnet on their refrigerator, okay? The other thing that you can do, and we're going to talk about this in some additional training, is you can build some advertising campaigns within Facebook that target your geographic community, people that have certain interests, and maybe even your competition. If you've got a strong competitor, another restaurant, say, that has thousands of people that like them, you can target those people and say, hey, you should really like our page, okay? So that's how you build your audience. And so we've created a Facebook page, we've built an audience, and now it's all about Facebook updates. And this is a little bit, this is tricky to this, right? You don't want to do this. You don't want to be meaningless. You don't want to do too much. You don't want to do too little. So what should we be doing? Well, again, it's a refrigerator magnet. Your job is to remain in your customers' minds, okay? Maybe community interest. So things that are happening around town, your business news. A lot of people use their pets or mascots. So, for example, let's say you've got a retail shop and you've got a dog, a really cute dog that comes into the shop with you every day. Maybe a couple times a week, you post a shot of where she's hiding in the store. I know a bookstore in the town where I used to live, and they had a cat who lived in the store, and would be in different beds and areas and stuff like that, and they would post on their Facebook page, where's the cat today, that kind of thing. Think outside the box. Your job is not necessarily to always say things about your company. It's simply to entertain and inform, and your job is to remain in your customers' minds and be the refrigerator magnet. Okay? You've got to do that. All right? So, think about those things and look at other examples. Look at things like follow local businesses that seem to be doing a lot of Facebook stuff, and so that you can start to see what they're doing. Okay, so even if it's a completely unrelated business, you can absolutely use the same kind of tactics that they do. All right. Another quick example. There's a really great hamburger place in my hometown, and I think they do this every day, although I don't necessarily recommend you post every day. But every day they post what their special burger of the day is. And it's, they got a great picture, and, boy, I tell you, it gets me hungry, So that is the perfect way to entertain, inform, and just stay in front of your customers' minds. When lunchtime rolls around, who am I going to be thinking about? Well, probably the guy who posted the picture of that awesome burger in the morning, that I saw when I went there to check my social media. So always think about refrigerator magnet. Okay, so that's how you become the refrigerator magnet and stay in front of everyone. For marketing campaigns, you can use your Facebook following. You don't do this every day, again, but you can do some promotions. You can do rainy day specials. Maybe you've got inventory closeouts. You could run contests. Absolutely anything is possible to increase your revenue and your sales and so on when you have an audience that has you on your mind already. Okay, it's ridiculously powerful. So hopefully you can see why it's just for getting new customers, right? Because what new customers relies on is that your current customers interact with you in some way. They share your page, they like your photos and things, and then people see that and maybe become customers of yours. Does it happen? Yes. Is it a great marketing strategy that results in tons of new customers? Not really, okay? But being a refrigerator magnet is awesome to keep existing customers, to keep them away from your competition, and to increase revenue and profit per sale.